frightening, goddammit! Alright,
Well, that just fucked right up.
That just fucked right up, just like this movie.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to a very overdue opening night. It has literally been a month since this movie has come out.
Yep.
Like, on the date, 22nd. So yeah, we just got out of a matinee screening. This is my second time watching Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and I know I've wanted to do a spoiler review for quite a while, but I'm gonna let Brad mostly take the floor on this one, mostly in stuff that I've already covered, but, yeah, if you guys have not seen my non-spoiler review, link down below, if you guys don't want to be spoiled by this. But yeah, I pretty much summed up what I thought about the film first time seeing it, and as well as the other movies. So I want to know, Brad, before we get to Fallen Kingdom, what do you think of the last 4 movies? Give a rundown.
I give a rundown on the last 4 movies. Love the first one. Thought the second one was okay. Didn't like the third one, and then Jurassic World I thought was okay.
Just thought it was okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, sitting through this a second time, I remember the first time I saw this over a month ago, I was a little underwhelmed. I felt like it could have been, they could have done a little better. Seeing it a second time all the way through, it's just not, it's not gripping me as much as the last one was. It's still not, like, it's not a bummer, it's not, I'm not disappointed or anything, I just feel like this could have been done a lot better. Now, what is your thoughts on Fallen Kingdom? Like, first thoughts?
I thought it was on par to the last one.
On par?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I remember, like, we watched it, I came out saying I'm just not, like, it's not growing on me, and you liked this one, actually.
Yeah. I did like this one. This one was kind of cool.
Yeah, what'd you like about this one?
I like that it took a darker turn than the last one. I like the kind of dark...
allegories.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I like how dark and conceptually and what they're going for. But every time somebody dies, they puss out in showing it. You know, the last one actually showed a bunch of mayhem and everything, people dying, but in this one, every time, this is one of my problems with the movie, every time somebody gets killed, they cut away from it.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like, no, we gotta make it so we can sell more toys, which granted, the toys are great, but come on, this is a Jurassic Park movie, you're supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
You know? This one, I just felt like this one was cutting a lot of corners.
Yeah.
Basically. The way I've really described it now is that it's like it wants to take a step further. It wants to push the limit. It wants to go to the next level. But the studio executives are pulling the nostalgia leash and saying, no, we need to show stuff that people like from the first movie, goddammit. We need to show the Brachiosaur. We need to show the T-Rex and them doing the same goddamn animation as the first one. And that's why, like, I remember when that scene happened, when bad guy gets eaten and, the T-Rex does his victory roar. It's the same goddamn animation as the first one when he did the victory roar.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh, fuck you, movie. Come on. Like, that's where I'm like, okay, you're just playing to really shitty fan service, honestly. Yeah. Now, okay, let's just get to the plot of it. So, you guys know the plot already. It's pretty much the plot of every dinosaur ride ever made. You know, like, dinosaurs on an island, volcano's about to erupt, save the dinosaurs. We've seen this shit.
Yeah, it was definitely could have been a more unique plot. It was pretty basic.
Well, honestly, I would have preferred that as the whole movie. Actually. Yeah, because the issue, but I understand where they're coming from, because people had said that, okay, we're sick and tired of seeing the island and the dinosaurs and running away from shit. Like, that's been done for, what, 4 movies now? Yeah. And people want a certain change of pace, and it's like, okay, what do you want to see? And most people are like, well, we want to see dinosaurs on the mainland. It's like, okay, we're going to do that, but only till the very last minute. Yeah. That you see it, because you're gonna have to wait for the 3rd one or the 6th one in this case. Yeah. But honestly, given they were holding so much back, I'm like, fuck it, put them on the island again, make that the whole movie. So it's basically the plot of every, you know, volcano erupt, save the dinosaurs. We've seen this shit in the Jurassic Park arcade. We've seen this in There was a ride I used to go on called Dino Island 2 3D.
Okay.
That used to be at Canada's Wonderland and Six Flags and stuff, and same plot. And it was also in shit like, there was a computer program game I used to play called 3D Dinosaur Adventure. And
never heard of that.
Good computer game. Good computer game.
Great before my time when I was really young.
Yeah, it was like Windows 95.
Yeah, I was born in 95.
Yeah, so yeah, music's great. Great game, but there's that one level, and it's a really fun level. But we've seen this plot a million times, and like for a Jurassic Park movie, I would have been okay with that. But the second half of this movie, it's just like, it goes in, like, I don't want to see a dinosaur haunted house, basically.
I didn't really mind it.
I didn't mind it either. I mean, here's the thing. J.A. Bayona's a great director. Oh, yeah. He knows how to direct suspense, which I will give this movie credit, has some good suspenseful moments. Because, like, this is the guy who directed The Impossible, which is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
He also directed, I think, a few horror films before that. So, I did like that. But yeah, so it's like, basically you got, you know, BBC's reporting, oh, the dinosaurs are, you know, if we don't save the dinosaurs off this island, they're all gonna die. And I love how in the BBC you look at the bottom and it says, U.S. President questions whether dinosaurs exist.
That was kind of
like,
funny.
Okay, yeah, you're playing, I get it, you're playing to the PC crowd, okay.
Yeah, for sure, but...
So... Then we cut to, obviously, the reason people pretty much wanted to see this movie was, Jeff Goldblum, who only appears in the beginning and as a kind of narrator, like, telling a story. This is pretty much, Jeff Goldblum going, once upon a time, and then at the end he says, and they all don't live happily ever after. And, well, there it is.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much him. He's there to introduce the movie and bookend the movie.
Yeah.
He's like every narrator telling a story. You know, once upon a time, happily ever after. And honestly, I would have preferred if he was in more of the movie.
Right.
You know, like if he was more of like I get why they did it to play to the fans, but like the problem is like, the characters in this movie, I don't mind Chris Pratt and I don't mind Bryce Dallas Howard. But the stupid fucking side characters.
Which
like
ones?
the nerdy kid and the chick.
No, I did not like them at all.
Yeah, like everybody's pointed out how much the nerdy kid is pretty much out of a cartoon. You know what? Fuck it. This whole movie's a cartoon. Yeah. This whole movie's a goddamn cartoon. Like, even the bad guys in this, you could have sworn they're working for Dr. Goddamn Claw. Like, even the little girl in the movie is going around like Penny, and you expect her to go like, Brain, look after, I found Mad's secret dinosaur plans, Brain. I mean, Nostalgia Critic already talked about that, like, just saying how she's pretty... Yeah, but that's the thing, it's a fucking Inspector Gadget cartoon. But with dinosaurs.
It's a good way to put it, actually. I didn't even think about that.
Like, I kept expecting fucking, like, Chris Pratt to... like, bring out, like, he was a robot going, go, get your dino DNA. Not to worry, Claire. I'm always on duty. You know, it's a fucking cartoon. And you know what? At this point, if you got no other ideas, fuck it. I'll go with it. Yeah. Go crazy. Go cuckoo. Like, they're pretty much building up to basically Jurassic War. They just want to go for that. If you want to go for that Braveheart dinosaur charge where they're all fighting and everything, fuck it. I don't care at this point. Yeah. I really don't care at this point. But you know what? The problem I have is that it just doesn't feel like Jurassic Park. Yeah, it feels like kind of different. Yeah, like, but no, it feels like, you know what it is? It's like if Jurassic Park was done by Disney. Like, you ever seen Atlantis: The Lost Empire? Yes. It's that. That's the whole movie. You think about it, you know, they find the dinosaurs, they capture the dinosaurs, and then fucking Chris Pratt's like, we're gonna go save the dinosaurs, save Atlantis! Wait a minute, wrong movie. You know, I just feel like this movie was, like, really trying to do... They wanted to do something different. And there's parts that really show. Like, I loved, you know, the whole... idea of like another hybrid, but this time it's, you know, but there's nothing special about the hybrid.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a giant raptor.
Yeah, it's like, and people complain about the Indominus Rex being a giant raptor. No, this is a giant raptor, because at least the Indominus Rex had some cool features. It was able to camouflage, it was able to hide its, like, thermal, like, body heat and everything. This was just a big raptor, and one of the things I always thought which would have been a big shock, I think, is if the Indoraptor had human DNA. Because it kind of had the same traits and behavioral as a human would.
Yeah.
You know, like the scene where he's trying to reach in for the girl. It's like he's trying to reach her like a hand. It's like, see, if they had revealed that, it would have been like, that's good. Right. You know, that's pretty cool. But, you know, like, but no, this raptor doesn't have anything exciting to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. Except that it's super smart and can follow, like, a tracker thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no. You got, like, I think if it had human DNA, like if Dr. Wu said, fuck it, you know, at this point, Dr. Wu is just Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You know? It would have been cool if he said, I'm just going to take some of my DNA and put it into the dinosaur. I'd be like, that would have been good! That would have been a big shock. And speaking of shocks, let's talk about the twist.
Oh, yeah, that twist.
What do you think of the twist?
I don't mind the idea of it. It's, that there's human cloning. It just felt kind of unnecessary to me.
Yeah, so the little girl that you see in the trailer is a clone, right? But here's my biggest issue with that. It's a big shock. I liked it, right? It was cool. Here's my problem, though. The bad guy, obviously, he wants the daughter. Yeah. But you know what? Motherfucker, fuck the dinosaurs. Because the dinosaurs, anybody can make those now. Who the fuck can make a human clone in this day and age? Nobody. So this is a delicacy. Motherfucker, I think that's more powerful than having dinosaurs. Because you could create a clone army, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. Think about how that can be used as a weapon. Right? Mm-hmm. I think that would have been more valuable than fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah, but it's a Jurassic Park movie. They gotta, you know...
Well, I know that, so that's why I think in some instances I like the twist for it being in the movie, but then taken into context, you realize this does not fit this kind of movie.
Yeah.
You know, it does not fit, unless she had, like, raptor DNA or something, where it's, like, a big twist where she has, like, raptor eyes or something. I'm like, okay, that's fucked up beyond belief, but...
Yeah, it's fucked, but...
That would have been cool.
Interesting.
You know, so... my other problem... The dinosaurs in this movie are just props. They don't, like, you think about it, all the other Jurassic Park movies, you remember the many cool dinosaur moments, right? You remember the T-Rex, like, breaking the car apart. You remember, you know, the fucking Stegosaurus scene in Lost World. You remember the fight with T-Rex and Spino in the third one. And even Jurassic World had some great moments. You know, you remember the fight at the end. You know? This movie doesn't really have any of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a cool dinosaur moment, except, like, one or two, but they're extremely forgettable. And that's the thing, because, like, the dinosaurs just kind of show up in one scene and then leave. Like, the T-Rex, this is my biggest problem. The T-Rex doesn't do anything really awesome.
Yeah.
He just kind of comes and goes. You know? Like, literally, I can recreate every single scene with the T-Rex. I'm just gonna move the camera here. It's like, so maybe you're, like, one of the guys getting chased. He's just like, hi, I'm the T-Rex, I'm saving the day. Bye. That's every fucking scene with the T-Rex. Like, hey, look at me, I'm awesome. Bye.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on. For fuck's sake. And I get it, they want to try to do something different, have, like, Blue be the hero and everything, but the T-Rex is the reason we see these fucking movies. You know, we don't, like, I mean, Blue, okay, I'll give credit. Really, the only thing I gave a shit about this movie was Chris Pratt and Blue. Yeah. Because their chemistry was pretty good. That was what I was rooting for, but just they dodge so many good obstacles, you know? Another thing good about the movie, the animatronics are fantastic.
Yeah, great animatronics.
I'm glad, that was
the
one...
best part about the movie, the animatronics.
Because I love how they actually at least listened to some of us saying, okay, the last movie had too much CG. Yeah. And they're like, okay, fuck it, we'll put... And what do you know? It works. Like, the scene with the T-Rex, okay, that's one scene, but he's fucking sleeping. You know? Like, have the T-Rex animatronic do cool shit. You know, it seems most of the dinosaur animatronics are just there if they're just sleeping. Yeah. You know, like, the T-Rex, like, Claire riding a T-Rex, that was kind of cool. Like, who wouldn't want to do that?
That would be cool.
You know, but now I'm just expecting, that trailer for that, like, sci-fi Nazi movie where Hitler's riding a T-Rex like a horse.
Oh, jeez.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's weird, but it's like, it's so fucked, but it's actually like, okay, I would want to see that in any other movie where somebody rides a T-Rex in the battle. I'd be like, I would have been okay with that.
Would be kind of cool.
You know, and it feels like, you know what it is too? The fact that I want to weaponize the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I said this in my Jurassic World review. That's not Jurassic Park, it's fucking Dino Riders.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you know what Dino Riders are.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, like the fucking space movie where, you know, these aliens and humans use dinosaurs and put tanks and guns on them and use them in a war.
Right.
So, it's almost like in the last movie, Vincent D'Onofrio's character. He didn't grow up with the Jurassic Park toys, he grew up with the Dino Riders toys, and he says, I want to make this happen!
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like he wanted to take his people's Jurassic Park toys and say, here, I'm gonna put some guns on them. There you go, now they look cool. But yeah, so like the dinosaurs are just props, like they're secondary characters. Mm-hmm. No, they're more extras in their own movie. Mm. So there was that. There was I'm trying to think what else was good in this movie. There were some moments that like little nods to the other films I didn't mind, like the whole revealing John Hammond in that painting.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, like I didn't care much for Lockwood. I thought, well, Lockwood was interesting, but you could have done more with him. Yeah. You could have like shown some flashbacks of him and Hammond. Something. You know, or something like that, or like, you know, this would have actually been better if it was Hammond in this movie. Mm. Like if Richard Attenborough hadn't croaked out, he probably would have done a better job.
Well, if he didn't die, they probably would have put him in.
Yeah. And the other problem, you know, the dinosaur's gonna die on Nublar. Now, I'm just gonna quote Jeff Goldblum here. Now, you do plan to have, dinosaurs on your Isla Sorna from Lost World dinosaurs, right? Hello? Hello? Yes? They completely retcon Sorna.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
You know, like, if these dinosaurs are going extinct, it's like, okay, why don't you take them to Sorna? Because, one, bigger island. Yeah. And two, you could have put them all there and left them there, right? And apparently, from what I heard, it was actually a last-minute afterthought thinking of Sorna. They didn't even think about it in the script. Oh, jeez. And when they were questioned about it, they actually said, okay, we're going to make a viral marketing website that's going to explain everything so we don't have to. Oh. It's fucking lazy.
That is pretty lazy.
It is lazy. Like, apparently they explain that all the dinosaurs that were on Sorna were moved to Nublar. Like, when they were building Jurassic World. Okay. Apparently that's how it happened. Mm. It's like, it's really bad retconning. I mean, and apparently they explained, like, that the Spinosaurus and the raptors from the third one and some of the other dinosaurs that look different from the other films were actually the first hybrids. Apparently Dr. Wu was creating dinosaurs on that island and then just left them there. Oh. So that whole, like, lab scene in Jurassic Park 3 where they come across, like, the embryos in the glass tubes, that was all Dr. Wu creating hybrids. Oh. So, okay, granted, I like that idea, because granted, those dinosaurs in that third movie are completely historically accurate now. Yeah. Like, the Spinosaurus I can totally see as a hybrid creature. Mm-hmm. Because, like, that's not how that creature behaves now, but yeah, it's just, the problem is, it's just, this movie's kind of a mess. A little bit of a mess. For me. This is like, I'm like, you know what? This is, to me, what people think of The Last Jedi. Okay. Honestly, like, from my perspective. And I don't mean that in terms of, like, because I like Last Jedi, but I don't mean it in terms of them fucking up the lore, kind of, but more on level of, we just were lazy, we were writing very lazy. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just another form of lazy writing. And it's also the fact that, I've noticed this with franchises, they can't make proper sequels anymore. Especially ones that are in continuity with the previous films. Because, I don't know why, maybe they think the other movies are pieces of shit, so fuck it, we're gonna reset everything's reset or remade. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you look at, like, this one, it's like, they don't acknowledge the other movies. Right. Because they just want to say, fuck it, we're just making a movie, right? Last Jedi does not really acknowledge the previous films. Yeah. You know? Like, so all these movies, like, Hollywood, stop just ignoring your continuity. You know, people like that shit when you, like, bring up continuity in between films. Yeah. You know, like, people like when they, like, try to, like, realize, oh, that's why they did this in the last movie.
Right.
You know, like, I mean, even the Halloween movies, at least, like, they acknowledge the previous films existed.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, even, like, I remember, one of the theories I had, which, you know what would have made Halloween 6 better?
What?
It's if the Thorn cult was actually the same cult that was making fucked up shit in Halloween 3.
Okay.
Because in Halloween 3, that has nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So if they had connected up, like, that's good world building. Mm-hmm. These movies don't world build at all. They just make up new shit.
Yeah, it seems like there's not really much world building. Just making up different things for every movie, pretty much.
Yeah, like, even, the dinosaurs are just, like, they show new dinosaurs just because, look, we can make more toys!
Yeah.
You know? So, like, what's the purpose of the Carnotaur? What is the purpose of the Stygimoloch? What is the purpose of those other Ceratopians? I haven't seen them in the other movies. What is their purpose other than we want to sell more toys? You know, like, even in the Lost World novel, they explain that the Carnotaur had chameleon DNA.
Okay.
So if you look at the arcade game, it's really fucked up. This one, it just looks like the one from Disney's Dinosaur. They didn't even bother taking anything from the novel.
Right.
So, that's the thing. Like, look at the Carnotaurs in this movie, it's like, there's nothing special about it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I hate to make this a rant. It's just like, I just wanted to explain the problems with this film that I had with it when I first saw it. Because it just feels like it wants to take a step further, but they keep overdosing on member berries.
Okay.
You know? Okay, one scene I did like. The Brachiosaurus on the dock. When, like, they're leaving and that one dinosaur's left behind and dies.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was a pretty good scene.
Like, that actually happened. First time seeing that, actually had me crying.
Oh, really?
It actually had me a little teary because, like, I actually felt for this animal.
Right.
Although, do you ever find it funny that Universal has a really bad problem of killing sauropods?
Not really.
Okay. These are all produced by Universal, and they kill off sauropods like a motherfucker. Land Before Time. Littlefoot's mom.
Yeah.
We're back. That one of the Apatosaurus balloon that Rexy kills, like, deflates. King Kong. Those Brontosauruses toppling over and crushing their necks.
Right.
Jurassic World. The Apatosaurus is getting killed by the Indominus Rex. Mm-hmm. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This Brachiosaur.
Yeah.
Universal, are you anti-sauropodian? Are you an anti-sauropodist or something? Like, what the fuck? You notice that, right? You start thinking about, like, wow, they like to kill off those long necks. Mm-hmm. They're probably thinking, goddamn long neck motherfuckers. You know, like, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, I like the scenes. Like, they pull out emotion, but why couldn't you kill off another dinosaur?
Right.
Why couldn't you kill off, like, a Triceratops? Mm-hmm. You know, or, like, a Stegosaur or something. People will care about that shit.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I like that scene. I felt like that was really well done. That was really well done. The music was good. But, and everybody's saying that, oh, it's the same Brachiosaurus from the first film. That's stretching it. I don't think that's been confirmed. Right, and if it was, it'd be like, fuck you, movie. But yeah, that's just me ranting. I want to know what you think. You take the floor, man.
All right. I liked it. I think more than you liked it. I'll say that. But yeah, it definitely had its problems. I'll agree with you on some of the issues the movie had. I mean, it was okay. I liked it. I don't really know what else to say.
That's the thing. So, because I know a lot of people complain, like, you talk too much. Let him talk, and I'm trying.
Yeah, now you're trying, yeah. Trying to really think.
The blue operating scene was pretty solid. The fact that was all
cool.
animatronic.
It was all animatronic. That was a really neat scene.
Yeah, like I love the one shot I really liked. The close-up of her eyes, and now she's being operated, and you see, like, tears coming down. That was all real.
That was really well done.
That was really well done, because I felt for this animal. Mm-hmm. Like, you feel like, oh my god, this poor thing was going through operation. You want her to be okay.
Yeah.
You know? You ever notice, like, you saw the first trailer, right?
I believe so.
You know the song they play in the beginning of the trailer where it's like, anybody who knows what love is, that kind of melody?
I think so.
Like, kind of this, it's almost like this girl telling the story about how this man broke her heart. Do you think it just applies to Owen and Blue? And, like, Blue singing it?
I don't know.
Well, given DeviantArt, what they do with that shit. Like, okay, I will admit, one of the things I do like about, like, what fans are doing, especially the ones that are also kind of anime fans, is that they're taking Blue and making her, like, the whole Raptor Squad human form.
Right.
And they're making it like an anime. I'm like, you know what? As weird as that shit is, I would actually watch that. I would watch that. Just Chris Pratt and his, like, 4 crazy dinosaur girlfriends.
That'd be fucking weird.
No, it'd be like fucking Rosario Vampire, but it's like...
With fucking dinosaurs.
Exactly. Like, they start human, and they're all, like, getting into Chris Pratt, and then when there's, like, another evil dinosaur, they morph into raptors. And then you could call the series Star-Lord and the Raptor Squad.
Sounds so fucking weird.
It sounds so weird, but it sounds so goddamn cool. It's like, Japan, get on that.
Yeah, it'd be like, I feel like that'd be like an anime or something.
Exactly, it'd be like a really cool, badass anime.
Yeah.
You know, like, I would actually watch that.
I probably would too, it just sounds really fucking weird.
You know what, I'll go to Japan, I'll play my idea and be like, do it.
Yeah.
Make this an anime film, or anime series, I will watch it. Actually, it's funny because I'm now finding out some of my cosplay friends, they looked at that fan art, I'm like, they want to cosplay that shit.
Right.
I'm like, okay, that's cool, actually. But yeah, final thoughts on Fallen Kingdom. I mean, I won't say it's bad. Like, it's not insultingly bad as the third one was.
Yeah.
But, I did feel like this is probably one of the weaker films. Like, this is probably, like... If you rate all 5, this would be number 4, in my opinion. Jurassic Park 3, I think, is still, like, it's still either way, all the movies are fun.
Yeah.
You know? But in terms of character and lore and everything, that's the part that all the movies have occasionally suffered from. So I will say Jurassic Park 3 in terms of fucking up the story and characters and all the stuff we've been enjoying, that's a worse film.
Okay.
Jurassic World is probably, like, 4th place to that.
Okay.
It is one of the weaker movies. I think I'd still give it about a 6, 5 or 6 at least, because I gave Jurassic Park 3 a 5, because that's a 50-50 movie. This one's more, actually maybe like a 4 or 6, between that
wow.
frame. Like, it's not bad.
If you're giving it a 4, that's bad.
Well, I still have, but the thing is, even if I give a movie a score, there is parts of movies that I still like.
Okay.
Unless, like, the problem is, the way to make a bad movie that I don't like, you have to have shitty effects. Yeah. And you have to be boring.
Right.
You know, like Lincoln. I'm sorry, that's a boring-ass movie. I hated that movie. Asylum films. Some of the worst pieces of shit I've ever had to sit through.
Right.
You know, those are examples of shit movies. Or ones that just plainly insult and are just cash grabs. Like, Hunchback 2 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, because it not only completely, sheerly fucks up the first film, but it's done so lazily even in the animation.
Right.
So, you have to see that, because, like, you've seen Hunchback 1, you loved it.
Oh, I loved that. That was one of my favorite Disney
movies. The sequel will hurt you. It will hurt you, physically. Like, it's bad. So, yeah, I'd give this about between a 4, 5, or 6. In between, it's kind of in the middle. I can't really decide. Maybe about a 5. I'll give it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 7.
Give it a 7?
Yeah. I think it was a decent movie.
Decent movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not great, not shit, kind of just, a decent
kind of flat in the middle.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing with the third one.
Something I'd, put on. I thought it was better than the third one.
Oh, really? Really? You thought this was better than the third one?
The third Jurassic Park movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you okay, because why don't you like the third one?
Third Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought it was kind of stupid.
This wasn't stupid, this cartoon of a movie?
Thought it was I liked it.
Sometimes, like, I was having it's funny, I was having the same argument with a friend of mine who, apparently from what I've gathered, from what he likes and dislikes, he likes stuff that's campy and cartoony. He doesn't like anything dark or serious.
Oh, really?
Right? Like, he hated the whole, fucking, Ryu and the whole Street Fighter Power Rangers crossover they're making right now.
Oh.
Yeah, they're doing that.
I know.
And he hates the Ryu Ranger costume.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, dude, you okay, but you don't like stuff that's darker. He's talking. Okay, you know what he's talking about? He loves Godzilla 98. He loves Godzilla 98. He says that's his favorite Godzilla movie, even though it's not a Godzilla movie. And he looked at the new trailer that came out.
Right.
He hated it.
Really?
He's like, this is gonna suck. I'm like, so you just don't like anything that's dark, basically. Everything has to be campy, cartoon. Okay, go watch Son of Godzilla or Godzilla's Revenge, because those are right up your ass. Oh, by the way, before we go, what did you think of the Godzilla trailer?
That's a fucking awesome trailer.
It
looks badass.
It looks good. The bottom line is, I said this in my reaction, I said, the trailer should not be this summer, the rain begins. It should be next summer. We're fucked. Because literally, we're not going to survive this shit.
No.
Especially when you have a 500-foot tall, 3-headed golden dragon from outer space that shoots lightning. That's 5 times as big as Godzilla.
Yeah, we're pretty much shit out of luck and jolly well fucked on that one.
Okay, but yeah, that's it for our opening night spoiler review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Don't worry, we are going to be working on the legacy reviews. We're working on it as quick as we can. It's just scheduling and everything's been a problem, but we're getting to it.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's getting there. But, of course, we want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of Fallen Kingdom, and what did you think of the spoilers and the reveals and everything in the film? Spoilers, you can go ahead and talk about them in the comments below. Let us know. Subscribe to Studio 95. Really cool guy. He does some great video game reviews. You probably need to get back on another 16-bit show soon.
Yeah, I should probably do a review for this channel soon.
Yeah, I should probably
It's been a while.
Do something dinosaur related. I'm trying to think what's a dinosaur. You know what you should review? And I'll give you my copy. We're back on Super Nintendo.
Oh, God.
No, that's a bad game.
I know.
There's something. Just play that. That'd be fun. That'd be a funny review. Just goes right into the Jurassic Park legacy. But that's it. But that's it, guys. Of course, and as always, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off.
See you later, bitches. See you later, guys.
And welcome to cartoon Jurassic World, I guess. See ya. Dodge in here. We got dodge in here. Nice hat. Dodge in here.